and every one. Those that might join now or those that might catch the replay. Just a word of encouragement. As you can hear the song in the background that me and my sisters recorded some time ago. It's my inspiration and my motivation through these trials and times of our lives. Sometimes I have to go back and listen at my own stuff and just be reminded it's just a test of our faith. Welcome to Saturday Live. Welcome to Saturday Live. Those that are joining now, I ask that you like and share and tell someone about Saturday Live. Just a word from the Lord. Just an encouragement to you. As you come in, I ask that you like and share. Like and share, like and share. Those that have watched the replay, I encourage you to like and share and tell somebody that's discouraged, somebody that's going through, somebody that's wondering whether they're going to make it through the next day or not, somebody that's wondering what the next minute going to be like. Share this message with them. Somebody that's contemplating giving up. Trust me, I understand. This is just not a live to be on to have something to do. But I understand exactly where you are. Hey Priscilla, how are you? The last 6 to 8 weeks was a trying moment for my family and I. And I just need somebody to understand without God, there's no way possible that we could have made it through the things that we went through within these past 6 to 8 weeks. Without God, there is absolutely no way. That's why I don't even understand how people can make it through this life without God. I don't understand how people can go through life thinking that they don't need God. How people could go through life thinking that it's just a joke, it's just a game. How people could go through life thinking that they could do it all by themselves. I don't understand. Because I'm telling you, these trials that hit within the last month or so was trying, hurting, pain. I haven't experienced pain like this. This was a pain that I don't even wish on my enemies. This was some serious stuff. We ain't gonna even talk about the coronavirus, just the rest in pieces that we had to give and are continuing to give. I mean, so many people are dying, so many people are losing their lives, and just the passing of my brother, the passing of my aunts, and even friends, that we have lost within 2020 coming in. My sister lost her classmate, her best friend, and our bishop, his assistant pastor, died, and more cousins have passed away within this 1 year alone. And we just felt like, giving up. God, where are you? God, what are you doing? What are you saying even in this time? God, where are you? But I think the songwriter said it best. He was there all the time. Holding us, comforting on us, even bringing our family together. So even in the midst of this hurt, even in the midst of this trial, a prayer was answered that we've been praying for years. God just mend our family together. We had a brother that we've been praying for, and God brought us together for such a time as this. So even in the midst of the hurt, you never know what God is doing. Even in the midst of this situation, this pandemic that we're in, the midst of this pandemic that we're in, we don't even understand it, but God does. God know that some of us haven't been praying like we should. God know that some of us haven't been in the Word like we should. God knows that some of us have put our jobs and our money and our titles and all of that stuff ahead of Him. And God just needed some of us to come back to Him. So think it not strange when these trials and tribulations and things come. It's only God just coming to, say, give me some time. Give me some of that time you've been giving your job. Give me some of that time you've been giving to other things other than me. Give me some of that time that you've been putting ahead of me. God is just asking for a little time, and a question has posed to me when I was riding home. God, what can I do for you? God, what can I do to be a better Christian? What can I do to be a good fellow man, a fellow woman? God, what can I do to be better? And many of you need to ask that question on today. God, what can I do to be better? God, do I need to pray more? God, do I need to study more? God, do I need to help out more? God, what do I need to do to be better? God, what do I need to do to mend relationships? God, what do I need to do to fix those situations that I caused on my own self? God, what do I need to do to forgive that person that hurt me? God, how can I make it better? These are the things that we need to be asking even in this moment while things are shut down and while we're at home and while we can't go nowhere and while we can't do. God, what can I do even when the pandemic is lifted? God, don't let me go back to things as usual. Don't let me go back to not praying and fast. God, what can I do to stay on this track? God, what can I do to stay on this path? Because when you lift it, I don't want to let you down. God, when you lift it, I don't want to hurt you. I don't want to embarrass your name. I'm praying, God, lift it. God, help us. God, help us to come out. But when He bring us out, what are we going to do as our part to be better? The Bible says, if my people which are called by my name will humble, pray, seek, and turn, then He will heal the land. So those are some of the things that we can even be doing now. Humble ourselves. Forget about titles. Forget about our church name and all of that stuff there. Humble ourselves. Pray. Seek His face. And turn from our wicked ways. And then God will heal the land. And when He heals our land, let us not slap Him in the face like He didn't do it. Let's continue on this path to praying. Let's continue on this path to forgiveness and loving one another. And don't give up in the midst of it. I know it's a trying time. I know many people are wondering, God, how am I going to pay my bills? And I was one of them ones. Business had gotten slow. Workload had gotten slow. And I'm like, God, what are you going to do? What am I going to do? Because God, the money needs to come in to be able to keep things flowing. And ever since I put my faith into action, God has not let me down. And as I continue to pray and seek his face and pray his name to him, Jehovah Jireh, the Lord that provides, Jehovah Rapha, the Lord that heals. Even in the midst of him providing, I need him to continue to heal my body. I need him to continue to keep me in the midst of this virus and the things that's spreading. Because some people still have to work. So God, because we have to work, God continue to heal us and keep us. As I continue to pray his name and pray his word back to him, God has not failed me even in this pandemic. So I encourage those that are watching and those that are watching the replay that's wondering, God, where is the money going to come from? My sister is calling, and I just told her I was going on live. But anyhow, God, how is the money going to come? Sorry about that. I think we're still here. If we're still here, give me thumbs up or something to let me know that we're still here. I think we're still on live. Yes, hallelujah. Okay. I think we're still there. Okay, I see thumbs up, so I think we're still here. But those of you that are going through and are wondering about this pandemic, how am I going to make it? How am I going to get through? I encourage you to don't give up on God, because he will provide. He will supply your needs. He has been doing it for me. I'm telling you, he has been faithful to his promise. My sister called me today, giving me good news, because we've been wondering, God, the workload is low, so what are we going to do? But I encourage you to put your trust in God, because he has not failed you, and he is not now. He is true to his word. He is Jehovah Jireh. He's going to provide. And those of you that are worried about whether you're going to catch this virus, even if you do catch it, God can perform a miracle, because he has been doing it. I know the news has been giving a lot of bad reports of how many people died and all of this kind of stuff, but there's some people that have survived and told their testimony. So you have nothing to worry about. Especially if you're one of God's children. Especially if you are living for him. I encourage you to don't give up in this season, in this pandemic. Continue to keep your mind on Jesus. Continue to keep your focus. Continue to write that vision. Continue to do what God has called your hands to do. And he is still true to his word. He has not changed his mind about us that has been faithful to him. He is still due to give us a miracle. He is still due to give us that breakthrough that we have been praying about. Many people may think, oh, it's over now. You know, all of this is going around, and, you know, they say it may be a year. They say it may be a few months. But God has the final say-so in it. Don't you dare give up on what God has told you. Continue to work the vision. Continue to work the plan that God has given you. He still has time to do it. And as a matter of fact, he's going to do it. I declare on this live, I declare in this atmosphere, I declare in your home, on your job, wherever you're watching from, God still can do it. And God is still going to do it. God has not failed this yet, and he's not about to start. So I encourage you, those that are wondering, trust me, I've been there. Trust me, I was one of the ones. Yes, the Evangelist Williams. I was one of the ones wondering, God, all of this is happening now. Everything is shutting down. God, what's next? People are dying up, losing their lives. What do we tell the people? What do we say? And he said, tell them don't give up. Don't give up. But God, it seems like it's getting worse and worse by the minute. Tell them don't give up. God, people are still being reported as dying. Tell them don't give up. People are still being laid off jobs. Money is little to nothing. Tell them don't give up. So I can only tell you what I heard him told me to tell you. Don't give up. So something good must be on the other side. And I encourage you to hold on. Hold on to your faith. Hold on to the word that God has spoken of your life. Hold on to the vision. Hold on to the plan. Keep working what he told you. Keep standing on his word. Keep standing on his promises. On the other side of through, we're going to see blessings. We're going to see miracles. We're going to see favor. We're going to see breakthrough. All we got is his word now. And the Bible says heaven and earth will pass away, but his word is going to stand. Hey, Dora, how are you? I love you. But before his word fails, heaven and earth pass away. His word is not going to fail us. So all we got is his word. And all we got to do now is just trust his word. I know the trials are coming. I know it seems like it's getting worse than better. But we still got to declare in our atmosphere that it's getting better. Even though it don't look like it. We got to still declare in our atmosphere that I'm not going to give up. Even though I feel like giving up. We still got to declare in our atmosphere that it's looking better for me, even though it's not looking like nothing. We still got to declare that our bills are paid and none of our utilities are going to get cut off, and we're not going to get kicked out of our house, even though it's still not looking promising. We still got to put the word on it. Even though our family members are dying and people are continuing to die, we still got to declare in our atmosphere that I will live and not die. And declare the works of the Lord. We still got to declare it and speak it even though it don't look promising. Trust me. Trust me, I know how you feel because I was right there. I was right there. Doubting. Wanting to give up. But God sent this word and he had to assure me that it's going to get better. Especially for us that has been faithful to God. I hope you've been faithful. I hope you've been faithful. I hope you've been holding on and leaning on his promises and doing what he told you to do. Being faithful at paying your tithes. Being faithful at paying your offering. Being faithful at being a good steward. I hope you've been faithful. Because this word is for you. Don't give up. Because God's still going to do what he said. God's still going to fulfill his promises. So you hold your head up. Those that want to give up, those that got tears in your eyes on today. Trust me, I've been there. This is not a life just to, have something to do. Trust me. I know where you are. That's why I could do this live, because I can relate. And I can give you the assurance from the Lord, because he has assured me for the past few weeks, not knowing how things was going to turn out, not knowing how things were going to come through. God has assured me that things were going to work out. Bills are being paid. Money is still flowing. Food is in the refrigerator. Don't you give up, my child. Those on this live that has been dealing with death and family members, even in our community, we lost a giant. Hang in there. Hang on in there. God is going to see us through. We got to take it one day at a time. We got to take it one step at a time. You got to hold on. Don't you dare give up. We have got to hold on as the children of God. Because if we give up, who the world has to look up to? And the world is looking up to us like never before. Because they're wondering, what's the word? What is God saying? So, I encourage you to hold on. To be able to give the word to the ones that are wanting to give up, to the ones that are lost, to the ones that feel like there is no use, to the ones that feel like God has let us down, to the ones that feel like this isn't fair. Please hang on in there. Please hang on in there. Because somebody is depending on the word that's on the inside of you. Somebody is depending on that song that's on the inside of you. Somebody is depending on that encouraging word on Facebook, that motivation that you give all the time. Somebody is depending on that. So I encourage you to hold on. Hold on with everything that you got. Hold on with everything that you have. With everything that's within you. And if this word bless you, I encourage you to like and share with somebody. And encourage them, somebody that's about to give up. Somebody that's about to commit suicide. And y'all excuse me for tearing up. Because I'm still grieving a little bit. And as I encourage you, I'm encouraging myself. But like and share. Because somebody needs this encouragement on today. It's somebody out there that's about to give up. That's about to give up hope. That's about to give up on life. That's about to give up on ministry. That's about to give up on the church. Let them know that God sent Evangelist Dorcas Williams to tell you that it's going to be all right. Somebody that's dealing with death and it's hurting them to their core right now. Share this word with them and let them know that God sent the woman of God to tell you that it gets better, even though it don't feel like it right now. Share this word with somebody. With somebody that's about to give up on church. That's been hurt in the church. That don't even know where God is right now. Share this encouraging word with them and let them know that Evangelist Williams has a word from the Lord to let them know that it's going to be okay and that it's going to get better. For somebody that's wondering how they going to pay their bills, how they going to get through this pandemic, let them know that the word of the Lord is don't give up, because he's still true to his promise. He's still true to his promise. If you can't trust his word, whose word can you trust? Because many people have failed us. Many people have let us down. Many people have talked about us, called us everything but a child of God. But one thing you'll never say about my God is that he's failed. You'll never be able to say that about God. Because every time you call him, he showed up. Every time you needed him, he was right there. So you'll never be able to convince me that God has failed. That's why I'm on here, to convince you to hold on like never before. Because you'll never be able to say that God has failed. You'll never be able to say it. Every time you called him, he was there. Every time you needed him, he was there. Every time you was in a crisis, he brought you through. So why not trust him right now in this situation, in this trial, in this time of going through? Why not trust him now? He hasn't failed you, and he's not about to start now. So I hope this word bless you. It's only temporary. We gonna bounce back from this. We gonna bounce back. So hold on, saints of God. I hope this word blessed you. And if it blessed you, be sure to tag and share, like, and tell somebody about Saturday Live. And I think I'm going to come back on in a couple of weeks and do another Saturday Live. I'm going to be consistent with it. I know I've been away for a while, but this has really been on my heart to keep the people of God encouraged. And it's been kind of hard for me. And I didn't want to get on live and do all this crying and stuff. But I want you to see my transparency as well. A lot of times we as preachers, we want people to see us strong and we want people to see us hard. But people need to see our tears as well. To know, yes, we cry. Yes, we hurt. But if God can keep us through it, he definitely can keep you through it. So I'm going to be coming on. Yes, Lindsay, I've been slacking. Don't laugh at me. But I'm going to be coming on every 2 weeks doing Saturday Live. So I need you to tell all your friends and tell all your Facebook family to join me on Saturdays at 3. So you can get encouragement, motivation, and inspiration. And I hope that you enjoyed this live. And until the next one, you all be blessed. Enjoy your day. Stay safe. Take the proper precautions that's needed to get through. And those who still have at church, please be cautious, be safe. Those that are doing lives, I've been enjoying them, been enjoying the word. So keep on coming. The word is needed like never before. So I enjoyed being on here, being back. And I'll be back in a couple of weeks to do Saturday Live. And I encourage you, if you just joining in, catch the replay and like and share. Hold on. Don't give up.